There's a short story about a guy who's dumping his girlfriend and hopefully kicking her out real soon after finding out that she has a Tinder account. In fact, a Tinder Gold account, which obviously she probably pays more money for. 2-year relationship, thought things were going well, they're living together, and lo and behold, he finds out from a very unlikely source about her, and there you go. And do you think that she admits this right away? Of course not. But wait till you see what she does when she's finally caught. It's unreal. And this makes the point, guys, you always have to pay attention. You just never know what your seemingly good relationship, what's going on behind the scenes. And if you find something out like this, you got to end it ASAP. So it starts off, says here, me and my girlfriend, a 21-year-old female, recently got back from a weekend getaway, and I posted a picture to my Instagram of both of us. I received an Instagram DM from a guy saying that he has seen pictures of her and her name on Tinder, and it's an active account. Well, that's something to expect. And who's this guy? I ignored the message because I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt, and I confronted her about it. Now, this should be good. Later, she went and looked at my phone thinking I was hiding something and saw that I had a message request on Instagram. She checked it and saw the message. She denied it. Shocker. And I said, let me see for myself. And we went back over to her laptop and I started searching up Tinder and it autofilled with it, which was terrible to start with. I started to log in and then I asked her for her phone number and she starts to get skittish and say, I don't have one. There is no point. She doesn't have a phone number. She doesn't have a Tinder account. No. You can tell she's acting here. Well, I finally get the code and I log in. I see tons and tons of messages and, of course, the top chat she responded to. Okay, so much for her not being on Tinder. Tinderella. I didn't go through the messages because she took her computer back from me before I could. I said, I want to go and shower and think about it. She took that time to delete the account. Of course she did. She's going to cover her tracks. Think about it, bro. There's nothing to think about. You're supposed to be in a committed relationship, and she's on Tinder. Oh, what do you think she's doing? I later went and saw that she had a Tinder Gold subscription from a couple months back. We've been dating for 2 years and currently live with each other in a 1-bedroom apartment. I've given up my financial stability to be with this girl. We both go to college, but I still work full-time to pay for the bills and for dates and gifts for her. Smack! Another guy's learning the hard way, so sounds like he's probably supporting her. Or I'm sure the majority of the bills are being paid for him. And this is how she repays him. 2 years together. He's 22. All that extra money that he's paying for her to live there and all that, he could have been putting away, investing, doing something with it other than on some ungrateful a-hole. And she's on Tinder. Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0. After my shower, we talked/argued, and when I said I wanted to break up, she talked about doing things to herself. Oh boy, here we go. And what isn't talking about doing things with toys. He's talking about harming herself. Talk about ultimate forms of manipulation. Okay, well, I'm going to call the police for a wellness check. I don't want anyone hurt. I don't wish that upon anyone. I don't know what to think because from what I saw, there were lots of guys she messaged and she had gotten socials from them, and I'm not sure if she has any other socials that I don't know about. She would randomly say to me, if you cheated, I'd have to do stuff to you. Do what stuff exactly? Cut off your, she one of those? It is very hypocritical of her for this, but I'm just done with that. She told me that she did this because I didn't make her feel pretty, but once I found out she was begging me to forget about it. See? No accountability. She's blaming him for being on Tinder. Even though for 2 years they're together, she's living with him. He's obviously paying the majority of the bills, if not all the bills, all that. I really have no clue how long she's been doing this, and I feel like I'm an idiot now because I've introduced her to my family and friends, and she was talking to other guys. And that is the abrupt end of this whole thing, but it makes the whole point, guys, that you always have to pay attention. Always. Even if seemingly everything's okay nowadays, just the temptations are there from the attention a gal can get on social media or these apps like Tinder and so forth. And if she's young in her prime, which she is, 21 years old, and she's good looking, or just, if she's just average, she's going to get guys to pay attention, thinking they can get a hookup. And again, if she's on Tinder, what do you expect's going to happen here? So good for him for ending it with her and moving on. And absolutely do not fall for that crap that she's going to do something to herself. That is the tactic they use to try to get guys to stick around and stuff like that, And she thinks that he'll fall for it. Don't do that. Best you can do is just walk away and call her family, call the police, wellness check. That way, if she does something to herself, they can't try to blame you. Well, okay, they'll try to blame you, but you get my point. Our record is that he called the police, wellness check, and he can walk away. But he said they live together. I don't know how things are with regards to, in his particular area, with regards to getting her out of the place. I mean, if she has residency there, depending where she lives, that's going to be a big challenge. But he needs to get her out of there as soon as he can with every legal means possible. Hopefully she won't be too difficult. But given the fact that she's saying she may end herself or harm herself, this could be a challenge. So anyhow, guys, there you go. Now, I'm going to read a few comments here. One guy says here, exactly, the audacity is staggering. She played the whole cheat book, got caught, lied, tried to delete the evidence, and then pulled the "you made me do it" card. That is master-level manipulation. She's your ex right now, right? Because staying would teach her that this behavior has zero consequences. You deserve a partner, not a project that actively sabotages your trust. Exactly, and she is not a good girlfriend. Another one, not the a-hole. Your girlfriend was playing stupid games, looking to see what better options were out there. The good news is that it turns out you are a pretty damn good option after all. So go and find yourself a woman who won't cheat and lie and blame you for her own poor choices. Well, those are pretty scarce nowadays. Another one, not the a-hole. Do not allow the "I will hurt myself" crap to sway you. Emotional blackmail never ends and only gets worse over time. It is not your job to save her. If she chooses to, it's her choice to harm herself. She's also already cheating on you emotionally, if not physically. You're much better off without what she's bringing to the relationship. Good luck. Guarantee she's cheating because obviously being on Tinder when you're in a relationship and your boyfriend's paying the bills in the apartment is cheating. Talking to other guys behind your back is cheating. And oh yes, I have a very hard time believing, as she's been on there for 2 months, that there hasn't been actual physical actions there. And of course, she then comes and kisses him goodnight and could have Cherry Tyrone's you-know-what on her breath. And last one, this is from a woman. She says, as a woman, I want to tell you this clearly. None of this is your fault. Thank God. One of the few. Cheating doesn't happen because a partner didn't make someone feel pretty. She kept a Tinder account, paid for Tinder, gold, and talked to other guys. Those are choices she made. What's even more worrying is that when you tried to leave, she threatened to harm herself. That is not love. That's emotional manipulation. You're not responsible for staying in a relationship that hurts you. That's why I ended with a girl saying that, because thank God someone sees it that way. Now, obviously, there are other women out there that will see that reality, but still, and it's amazing the crap that is pulled when their little gravy train comes to an end here. So anyhow, guys, like I said before, pay attention to her actions. You gotta sleep with one eye open nowadays. That is just the reality. So good for him ending it, and let her be somebody else's problem.